So hello there, I'm back out today to do another summit camp. I'm hoping to do a Graham, just slightly north from Lochernhead. It's really a trial run as I try to progress more into some winter camping to see how my new kit goes. More on that later, you'll see it. So I've got the full winter pack, probably everything I'll need to go winter camping. So although the forecast is okay, I just wanted to get everything in the new rucksack, check it out and feel the weight of it, go up here and see how I get on. I'll bring you back once I get back into the open hill side a wee bit more. Time's against me, it's 2 o'clock, it'll be dark back at 4, so I'm going to get a move on just now. Cheers. So, once I got up to this point, at the communication mast, I think that this is the end of the path, so it's basically up onto the hillside. And I think that's my wee summit, Graham, out there. So, just straight onto the grass, the heather, probably be soaking after the heavy rain the last couple of days. But, I think that's it up there, so I'll crack on the new. Cheers. This is me at the summit of the Graham. It's 20 past 3, there's a cold northerly wind. It's the 1st of December, so it's chilly. But stunning views. That over there is at the Beinn Leabhainn range. So it says earlier, I've got some new kit that I'm out to try out. So I'll show you that later. But found a wee spot down there at the worst of the wind. Hopefully get my tent up and that keeps us a wee bit sheltered. I say it's quite windy. That's the sun starting to get down away over there. So I say it's 20 past 3 or something. Time's getting on. I'm going to go down and get the tent up. Cheers. Oh, it's a cold wind. Hello. It's 5:15. So I got the tent up eventually. My hands were absolutely numb by the time I done that, so there wasn't any filming getting done. It was just a case of getting the tent up, getting organised, try to get myself in the tent, heat my hands up, get a brew on the go. So I've done that, boil some water. Oh, I've got a lovely coffee. Oh, piping hot. That's lovely. Oh. But I'm not the greatest of pitches because I dropped down out the most of the wind earlier. I'm on a wee slight slope, so everything's slipping down the way. So it's not the greatest of pitches. So got a coffee on the go. My hands have heated back up, getting a wee bit of heat back into me. So I'm going to tuck into a couple of sandwiches now and then keep my freeze dried oatmeal for later on. Have something hot before I get into the sleeping bag. So it's still quite early now, so I'm a wee bit hungry. I've not had much to eat, so a cup of coffee, a couple of rolls and a Kit Kat, and then something hot to eat later on just before I try and get to sleep. Catch you later then now, right? Cheers. So, hello there, it's 25 to 9 and obviously as you can see I'm sitting in the tent and I'm a bit bored to be honest. That's why I've put the camera on. to talk to myself, to talk to you. So, I mentioned earlier, I had some new gear to test out, some new kit. So, if you've noticed, then obviously I'm in my new tent, but I never really got a chance to show you earlier because obviously by the time I got up here and tried to get the tent set up, my hands were absolutely numb and freezing, and it was almost dark anyway. So it was just a case of getting in the tent for a heat, getting my kit laid out, blowing up the thermarest, things like that. So when I last spoke to camera, I had coffee and a couple of rolls. I don't know if I'll have anything else tonight. See, I've got a freeze-dried meal, and I could maybe have that. People say you're supposed to have hot food before you go to sleep. It helps to keep you warm during the night. So I don't know. Coffee, hot chocolate there. Again, I don't know if I want to have any more hot drinks. I'll be up during the night for the toilet and it's a pain in the backside. I'd rather just be cosy all night in a sleeping bag. Another thing I was saying, I've got some new kit and stuff, so obviously I didn't really get a chance to show you. We sort of running late a wee bit, leaving Glasgow and all that, and time I get up here, usual, faffing about. So I'll show you in the morning if it's nice and bright, which is the forecast. I'll show you the new kit and stuff I've got. So the reason I'm out as well, obviously to test the new tent, is I'm trying to progress or get better to get into winter camping. So it's just a case of this wee outing is for like trial and error. See how all my kit is, carrying the weight, the extra stuff. Obviously I've got a bigger rucksack, a new rucksack. So it's everything I'm doing now is like trial and error before I get into higher mountains, maybe worse weather. I just want to get all the wee bugs ironed out and just get better at obviously putting the tent up and stuff and making sure I'm warm enough and I've got the right equipment. It's all trial and error now, so that's the reason I'm out. I chose this Graham, it's not too high, it's straight up for the car park, no long walk-ins, because it's quite a heavy pack I've got. I've overcompensated. I've brought everything that I think I would need for really cold weather up in the snow. I've got my ice axe, crampons, I've got a new snow shovel. So my pack was really heavy, but I pretty much had everything I think I would need for getting up higher in the mountains and maybe some worse weather. So that's why I'm out. So as I say, I'm just putting the camera on to talk to you because I'm bored. Anybody who's done winter camping will know that. I've got no phone signal, I've got no wee radio, so it's just a case of killing time. See, when I last spoke to camera as well, had my coffee and that, I got into the sleeping bag, put my wee bulb light off, and I was just lying in the darkness. I could have maybe I fell asleep, but didn't want to fall asleep too early because I want to go to bed the night in the sleeping bag and try and get a good sleep through it tomorrow morning. So as much as I was resting earlier, my eyes were shut a wee bit, I wasn't really sleeping. Yeah. What else can I talk to you about? Oh. Aye, you're my new kit, so I'll show you that in the morning if the weather's playing ball and if my hands are not too numb. Hopefully nice and warm in my sleeping bag and stuff during the night. I say this is the second time I've had to do this. I put the camera on 10 minutes ago and I thought I'd had all this speech all done quite well, and then when I picked the GoPro up it must have been on the camera setting instead of the video, so I'm sitting here repeating myself again, all the stuff I said 10 minutes ago. So I'm just chilling time, killing time, chilling and killing time, that's it. I can't think of anything else to say now, so I'm going to switch off the GoPro and just chill out. Aye, I was out, that's what it was. I was out the tent just 10 minutes ago. Had to get up out the sleeping bag, obviously, go and do the toilet. And I was looking up at the stars and stuff, so it's a nice night. And that's what you get, obviously, in the winter. Dark nights and the stars come out, it's lovely. A wee bit cloudy as well though still. So pop out my head out later on again, see how it is. But that's me for the moment. Cheers. Well, good morning. It's 5 to 9 and I've just showed you the view from my tent door. Obviously the sun is up now and it looks obviously lovely, but that doesn't tell the true story because that was an absolutely terrible night's sleep and it just makes you feel terrible. I hardly slept a wink, and it's not even because the tent was rattling about, I just could not get to sleep to about probably the back of 5 this morning. That's when I probably started dozing off, and so then when it came time to get up to try and see the nice sunrise, I just couldn't get out of the sleeping bag, I was that tired. Just a nightmare. All the other YouTubers that I watch just make it look so glamorous, but I'll tell you it's no. That was a nightmare. I was warm enough early on in the night, but I was up for it, obviously a pee a couple of times during the night, and I just seemed to get colder and colder, and when I came back in, I was just cold and cold, and I ended up having to put my big down jacket on. And I've also got a Sea to Summit sleeping bag liner which I had to use as well, and so I was just getting colder and colder all night, and I don't know if the temperature outside was getting colder and colder or if it was just me, but it was an absolute crap night. So there was no glamour in this one apart from just obviously showing you that view a minute ago at the top of the tent door. So my sleeping bag feels as if it's got a bit of damp condensation on it, so I need to try and hopefully get that dried a wee bit. I hope I've got enough water to make a porridge and a coffee. See if that cheers me up a bit, and then obviously I need to get everything in the rucksack and the tent down and packed away, and continue this wee small circuit of a walk that's left. It's not that big, but it's a nice wee circuit, so hopefully that's the plan. Some porridge, some coffee, and wake up a wee bit because I still feel absolutely shattered. Oh. Winter camping's not going to be easy. Off. Trying to keep yourself warm, try to keep all your electronics warm, your battery, your gas pot for your cooking, everything's going to come in a sleeping bag with you. So every time you turn there, you're leaning on something like that. Oh. Right, I'll show you the views again because they are just stunning. The sun's up and it does look obviously stunning now, but I missed the sunrise because I was just too tucked up in my sleeping bag, that tired. Right, I'll give you a wee view. Well, hello. Let's get that out the road. This is the morning views. It's 10 to 10, so it's been a bit of a lazy morning because I hardly slept all night. So, as you can see, it's a lovely morning. The sun's just disappeared there behind that cloud. Lovely views. This is always the worst part, as any camper will tell you. Trying to get all your stuff packed away inside the confines of a small tent. Well, this is not a bad sized tent, but still. Just try to get everything back in a good organised fashion again. Try to get this bloody thermarest done. Oh, while the camera's on, that was another bit of my new kit that I got for my winter camping. It's the Sea to Summit Thermalite Reactor Extreme. That's a sleeping bag liner, and it's supposed to give you an extra bit of warmth. I'm yet to be convinced of that after using it. You just feel tangled up in it, and then when you move, it's just a bit of a nightmare. But I'll use it again, we'll see how we go on. So that was another new bit of kit. Right, time to get packed up even more. So, good morning. It's 20 to 11 and I'm almost packed up. It's got quite chilly again because the sun's away. There's still some nice views. I done a wee piece to the GoPro earlier, but I don't think it was working. It's been playing up this morning. I don't know if it's a cold or what. So it says in the previous piece, which I'm having to say again, I was out to test out my new tent and some new kit, and so obviously I never showed you it last night because it was dark, my horns were cold, all the rest of it was just one in the tent. So now this morning I'm going to show you my tent, if you've not already guessed what it is. Drum roll. There it is. The one I wanted, the red Hillwalking Alac 2. As you can see, it's on a wee bit of a slope, maybe that's why I never got a great sleep, sliding down a wee bit. But coming down this wee dip kept me out the worst of the wind, so that was better. Anyway, there's my new tent for the winter. Red Hillwalking Alac 2. Right, it's quite chilly, time to get packed up. Oh, and I'm doing this on the phone because I don't know how many attempts with GoPro and their batteries are absolutely garbage. Shocking GoPro. Good looking tent for whatever angle. Hello there, so this is me at the summit of the other wee hill on this circuit. Beinn Leabhainn I think it is, probably isn't, but I'm having a go at it. Beinn Leabhainn, who knows. Anyway, this is the wee summit. and the views are stunning. That down there is the village of Cullen. I think that's Meall Buidhe. Above it, Loch Tay, and I think that's the Beinn Leabhainn range. So a good wee viewpoint. I think right through there I can see the top of Beinn Leabhainn. Nah, a couple of minnows are there, don't know what they are. I'm assuming they're minnows anyway. So, that there is another new piece of kit that I got. It's an Osprey Zenith 105 litre. It's probably too big, but my old Tesco one that I had for years, I was struggling to get everything in that 65 litre. So I was looking for a bigger rucksack, and the chance of that came up second hand. So I drove through to Dunblane and bought it off a guy. Got it at a half decent price, so that's what I'm using now for winter camps, the Osprey Zenith 105. Good big rucksack. Hello, that's me back to the communications mast and the path. So I'm going to finish the video here. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll apologise if this footage isn't the best, because I'm trying to do it on the mobile phone because my GoPro batteries are rubbish and they ran out. So I'm using the phone without a tripod, so apologies for any dodgy filming. But anyway, thanks for watching if you've watched up to now. Cheers, thanks.